The year was 1823, and the Missouri River cut like a silver vein through the vast, wild heart of the American frontier. Hugh Glass, a rugged fur trapper of Irish descent, had the look of a man who had wrestled nature and won. Scarred hands, steely eyes, and a quiet resolve hardened by years in the wilderness. He was part of a trapping expedition led by General William Henry Ashley, venturing deep into the territories of the Arikara and the Grand River Basin. Glass was no stranger to danger. He'd survived pirates, Native American captivity, and more winters than he cared to count. But nothing could prepare him for the moment he came face to face with death on four legs. While scouting ahead of the party near the Grand River, Glass surprised a mother grizzly with two cubs. She charged before he could raise his rifle. Her massive claws tore into his flesh. Her teeth crushed his leg. He fought with his knife, blinded by pain and blood, until she finally collapsed, dead from wounds he'd managed to inflict. Glass lay mangled and unconscious. His fellow trappers reached him hours later, horrified at his condition. They fashioned a stretcher and carried him for days, but the terrain grew too treacherous. Convinced he would not survive, the captain asked for volunteers to stay behind and bury him when he died. Two men, John Fitzgerald and a young Jim Bridger, agreed, but fear crept into Fitzgerald's heart. He claimed the Arikara were closing in. Impatient and paranoid, Fitzgerald convinced Bridger to abandon Glass. They took his rifle, knife, and supplies, and left him in a shallow grave. But Hugh Glass would not die. He awoke alone, broken and betrayed. Crawling on shattered legs, he began a journey that would become legend. He dragged himself for miles, using sticks as crutches, surviving on wild berries, roots, and the occasional bone gnawed clean by wolves. He let maggots feast on his wounds to prevent gangrene. He crossed 200 miles of hostile land to reach Fort Kiowa. Glass's tale spread like wildfire of a man who came back from the grave.